Today is April 4th, and it's a pleasure to be here just to go through the Bible. As we always say, it is your spiritual fruit. You've got to eat in your body. You, of course, have to eat with your soul. And going through the Word every day is just part of that, of feeding yourself spiritually so that you grow every day. Because growth doesn't happen just instantly. It happens piece by piece and with discipline, and that's what's important. So I'm just going to get to the verse really quick because I think it's really important as we start out this week. It's a Deuteronomy 26, 2-3. And really the summary is putting God first. Thou shalt take of the first of all fruits of the earth, which thou shalt bring of the land that the Lord thy God hath given thee. And you shall put in a basket, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose this place in his name there. And you shall go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto the Lord thy God, that am come unto the country which the Lord sweareth unto our fathers for to give us. So the summary of this, and it's a little bit more complicated in the King James Version, which I'm using, it basically is saying you have to put God first. And it's a real deep statement as we start out this week. Do we put God first? Do we give him our first fruits? Do we give him the fruits from our work, from our talents, from our life? Do we give him our family? Do we give him our time? And as the Jews were going into the land, he was telling them, you have to put me first. When your harvest comes, put me first. When you go start the day, put me first. When you think about how to treat people, you need to put me first, not yourself, not the world. In everything you do, you have to put God first. If he is your God, if he is the center of your life. And I'm not going to say that I'm perfect in this or even close to perfect. I make many mistakes. I mean, yesterday, I think I was reminded by a friend that I used the wrong date. I was in the wrong month. It was March 3rd. No, it was April 3rd. And so I'm not perfect. Nobody here is perfect, but the heart's intent needs to be perfect. I intend to follow after God with everything that I am and put him first and speak to people about him, to carry tracts in my pocket and try to give it to people and try to be kind to people when they're not, to do God's way instead of your own way. And that's really the Bible. It's simple in so many ways. It's almost childlike simple. Just God's ways are natural and simple, but we fight them due to our corrupt nature. And if we put God first, if we ask him to teach us your way, God, direct me. I put you first. I know I need your help. I want to center my life around you. He does honor that. And that's my prayer for everybody today, to pray that we put God first, that we pray as we start this week out on a Monday, we think about why we're putting God first. We think about how are we planning out our week? Are we going to do midweek service at a church? Are we going to go to the Wednesday service? Are we going to direct our children that way? Are we going to try to talk to our kids on this? And actually, I've given every one of my kids the 1-year Bible, and some have the app even, which again, I listened to the app, which goes through it in verbal form right before this. And my kids are doing this as well. And I encourage them, hey, look, here's the link for the site. It's your Father trying to put you and direct you to put God first and to know that his way is important and that I do put time into God every day. And again, while I'm perfect, I want to put God as the number one. And I want my children and my friends and my church and my family and the world. I wish the world would do this. We wouldn't be having all these problems if God was first. So I think that's a good start to the week with being April 4th. Again, Just J is the name of this. It's always just putting Jesus and how just Jesus is and again, putting God first. I'll talk to you tomorrow.